Hello there, Andrew here. Just spending a bit of time looking at the element around learning and unlearning models. This appears in the orientation or the certificate in eco-social design. Comes at about number 4 element, so people have had good practice using our site by then. Lots of topics in here. I'm going to focus particularly on the engaged unlearning models, but more to be paid attention to as people have got time. So we start with this whole group of models here: action learning, some other action-based approaches which have more research orientations and pay stronger attention to the critical pedagogy from which they come. So there's some matrix busting included in there. And then we move on to experiential learning. This is using the Kolb model, which I'll show you just here now. This is the Kolb model as used on our site, in which we think of the different modalities a person might use as they do a complete action learning cycle. So there will be some ability to engage in the concrete experience. Then the argument is it goes in a circle, so there's reflective observation then takes place, in which we remember what happened and think a bit about why, what happened, how it happened, and so on. Then we might move to a sort of more theoretical point of view when we're researching other pieces of theory, other people's thinking, and so on, and we're conceptualizing the experience in some way and seeing how it fits into an overview, a worldview of some sort. Okay. And then this one here, active experimentation, which is to do with prototyping and testing ideas out in maybe a contained, safe space before attempting to try them out on a larger space. So you might do this with a small group of people who are clients, rather than a full-on change across the whole system. So our experience is that these two, reflective observation and active experimentation, are the two bits that people are least familiar with. So that's where we put most of our attention on training up. And we also find, you'll see, look, there's a kite here with the red lines. This is an example of somebody who perhaps has good reflective observation skills and finds the time to do that, does a lot of abstract conceptualization, but struggles to get things into action. Their experimentation abilities are relatively low, and likewise their full concrete experience is quite low. So you can use this model as a before and after, so people can define their learning pathway going forward by using this type of model. So we use it a lot. It's a good model. So let's go back over here and just look at the models again. What we say is that in Gaia University, this is transformative learning that I'm looking at now, which is where we expect engaged learning to both be quite dramatic in terms of transforming the circumstances that people are in, but also transforming themselves. Theory U down below, which has got all of this idea of deep dives and new beginnings and so on and so forth, which can be used to chart a long-term learning pathway in some way. And we say, look at all of these models, see how they all intersect, and create your own ultimate model from within all of these, and with particular reference to the modalities that you'll find in the Kolb model. So there we go, just a quick introduction to that. Thanks for your time. Cheers.